Evening, folks. This is 10:30 on Thursday night, and we are streaming. Now, this game you see here, this is Ace Academy. And this is a visual novel you would have seen on Steam. Back in about 2013, I backed a Kickstarter project for a Western-made visual novel called Kendo Crush, with a K. It was a sports-themed romance dating sim set in Japan, something like that. But yeah, it was actually really professional and really good looking. And then the entire project fell apart. I don't even know if any of the original staff are still on board. I think one or two of them are. It looked like the project was basically completely gone. No one was playing, no one was working on it, no one was, everyone was just trying to hold it together. From what I was getting from the emails, I wasn't paying a huge amount of attention to it, but yeah. And so I was like, oh yep, another Kickstarter that's fallen apart, one that looked good but just wasn't going to happen. And then they made an announcement that they completely changed all the staff and all the artists, and then they changed the whole setting, and then they changed the characters, and it was like, what the hell's going on here? And it's like it went from being a sports themed slice of life game set in Japan about kendo, right, like the martial art, to something about robot fighting, academy, college thing. I don't know. It's weird. But surprisingly, even though they changed the artists, they changed the setting, they changed the story, they changed pretty much everything, that to the point where it didn't look like the same game. It's actually the same game, and it's good. Really quite good. I don't know if it's worth paying for because it's in early access and I backed it as a Kickstarter, so my opinion is completely rubbish when it comes to this. But yeah, so we're going to play this. This thing is fully voiced, except for the protagonist, who is a silent protagonist, as all the best protagonists are. Now, I've actually done a stream of this earlier, but when I did it, they changed it at the end, so even though I had a save at the end, they won't make it compatible with the new update. So to do the full game, which includes episode 1 and episode 2, I have to start again from the beginning. Which doesn't matter because I wasn't recording properly the first time I did it, so we might as well go right ahead. So this is Ace Academy, and we are getting started right away. I'll be improvising as I go, but I have actually played the first half of what I'm going to be doing tonight. This will take about a couple of hours probably. Took about 2 hours to do it last time. Welcome to Ace Academy on Steam Early Access. Let's get a few things set up for you. There's a rollback. Yeah, I don't need this. The special goodies. Haha. And it won't impact the story, but disabling it will give you an achievement. Hell yeah, I want my achievements. I remember the E this time. Alright. Main characteristic. What did we do last time? I think that was the one. Oh, and that's it. Good luck at Ace Academy. I don't know if that's ACE Academy or Ace
Attention
Academy.
Passengers. We will be arriving at our destination shortly. Please ensure you have all your belongings prior to exiting.
Okay. Checking. Yeah, it's all good. I got everything. Actually, I'm asleep. Maybe. Something strikes my cheek. Turn away from the window and I see a small hand beside me. It's Nikki. I glanced at her sleeping form. She was always a bit of a restless sleeper. Move her hand back to her side, not as gently as I could have done it. We're almost there. She may as well wake up. She stirs and stretches with a wide yawn, hitting me in the face again. That one she must have done on purpose.
Oh, hey bro. Looks like I dozed off there. Did you sleep well?
I couldn't sleep.
Why not?
I'm pretty sure there was a bear sleeping next to me. At least that's what it sounded like. Her eyes grow wide.
Are you trying to say I snore?
Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't wake you.
You're joking, right? Do I really snore?
How can such a small person make such a loud noise?
I can never show my face in public again. Long rides are going to feel even longer if I can't nap. And what about sleepovers? Can I even get a boyfriend?
Can't keep a straight face any longer and I burst out laughing. You find sis, it was the guy behind us. She hits me in the arm,
That is not funny.
but I can see the smile threatening to escape her lips. The sun shines in my eyes, catching my attention. That's out on the right hand side. The skies ablaze with deep reds and oranges as the sun creeps towards its reflection on the glittering ocean. A soft breeze ripples the trees beyond the coast. This leaves seem to wave goodbye to us as we race past.
Doesn't it look like something out of a fairy tale?
There's a smile on her lips, but her warm eyes search my own. After a moment, she looks down and slinks back into her chair.
You know, you didn't have to come too. You were already in your first year at CINY, and, well, you didn't have to come too.
Oh, that's a relief. I'll just wait for this train to turn around and then take the first flight back to America. Her eyes grow wide and she bites her lip, trying to keep the worry out of her face. I can't help but laugh. Hey Jake, what's up? Long time no see. I'm streaming visual novels. I don't know if you play these. These ones are fun though. Relief floods her face as she smiles. But more importantly, I heard Japanese college girls are total babes. Yuki's smile stays, but she rolls her eyes.
You're ridiculous.
We have arrived at Izokaze Station. Please stand clear of the doors.
Oh, that's our stop. Come on.
As we exit the train, I'm bombarded with a cacophony of noise. A businessman walks briskly past, talking sternly on his phone, while a nearby mother tries in vain to soothe her screaming child. A group of older women sneak quick glances at us and whisper amongst themselves. Every so often they burst into laughter. Nikki eagerly steps off the train and breathes in the cool air.
That's more like it.
She glances back at me and puts her hands on her hips.
Hurry up, Slowpoke.
Struggling with the weight of both of our luggage, I stumble off the train. The suitcases fall ungracefully beside me onto the platform. It's a good thing there's nothing fragile in here. Offering to carry both of our bags no longer seems like such a good idea. Hey, you know what? That's different. That's different. Last time I played this, I picked athletic at the start and I did not drop my suitcases getting off the train. So that's definitely a difference. And it's really subtle. I never would have noticed if I hadn't been replaying. Oh, great. Fantastic. Wonderful. I take a moment to stretch my burning limbs. You seen Uncle Kaido yet?
Not yet. When were we supposed to meet him?
6:30ish. Looks like he's running a bit late. Probably traffic. After a few minutes of scanning, a familiar face appears out of the crowd.
Uncle Kaito!
His face splits into a wide grin.
Welcome to Japan!
Nikki giggles at Kaido's English.
Hello, my name is Nikki.
Why are you two talking like that?
What do you mean?
Stop.
Stop what?
Seriously. Nikki and Kaido burst out laughing. There's no way where I'm actually related to these two. A loud grumble interrupts us.
Sorry.
Uncle Kaido rolls with laughter.
Let's get some food in you. Welcome home.
That is a very swish apartment. The opposite of the cozy yet cramped apartment I expected. And instead, I feel like I walked into the cover of a home decor magazine.
You guys hungry? Dinner should be here soon.
Sweet. What are we having?
Well, I figured it'd be good to expose you to some true Japanese cuisine.
Oh, like...
Sushi, of course. 100% bona fide nigiri sushi to maki sushi.
Oh boy, I love sushi. Kaido grins.
Your American sushi can't even begin to compare to the authentic stuff. By the way, your things came in a few days ago. I put them in your rooms. Why don't you two go upstairs and start unpacking while I get dinner ready?
Sure, sounds good. Nikki nods and we head upstairs together. Dot, dot, dot. The hallway upstairs is narrower than the one back home, but Kaido's house is not small. Tell you what, this is a really, really nice apartment. Nikki's heads into the first room on the right, my room's right beside hers, and Kaido's is further down the hall. So he's got 2 spare rooms as well. Alright. Pretty decent apartment. Even with all the boxes lying around, I'm surprised by how spacious my room is. It might even be larger than my dorm room at CINY. How big was the dorm room? This room's huge. I head over to the wall and sit on the edge of my bed. Thank goodness Kaido had the beds made before we arrived. I don't even remember what box holds my linens. Maybe I should have labelled them. Maybe it's this one. I pull the nearest box towards me and rip open the top. Just clothes in here. May as well start pulling some of these away though. I've just emptied the box when Kaido's voice echoes from downstairs.
Hey guys, Fruit's here!
I'm stuffed.
Nom nom nom. I eagerly reach for more food after both Nikki and Kaido put down their chopsticks.
You weren't kidding about liking sushi.
You should see him at an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's like watching a vacuum cleaner. If vacuum cleaners could eat.
I finish the last piece and heave a satisfied sigh.
So, what's the verdict on authentic sushi?
Not bad.
Not bad, he says with a mouthful of sushi and rice all over his face.
Nikki and Kaido seem amused as I brush away the rice off my face. Kaido leans back in his chair, resting his hands behind his head.
So, what was CINY like?
It's the usual. Exams, messy dorm room, part-time job.
And you still managed to save enough money to buy yourself a bike.
Yeah, I could have bought it sooner if maintaining a gear wasn't such a money sink. Because, see, I can go to college and do a part-time job and own a gigantic, 20-foot tall robot and a motorbike at the same time. I'm that good.
Oh, you're still using your original gear?
Yeah.
Is it getting you trouble? You should probably replace it if it needs that many fixes.
Everyone says that, but when I think about the time I spent with Dad, I'm not ready to put those memories aside. Especially now that they can never be replaced. Besides, Dad was great at what he did. No, there's still plenty of fight left in that mech. But, Dad and I worked on it together. A lot of blood, sweat and tears went into it. Not quite ready to give up on all that hard work.
It's true. Especially that one time when Butterfingers here dropped the torch. Remember that? There was a lot of blood.
Nikki,
What? I'm just backing you up, big bro.
Uncle Kaido laughs.
I understand. It should be arriving at the academy any day now. All you'll have to do is present the proper ID to claim it. Oh, yeah, that reminds me.
Uncle Kaido jumps to his feet and grabs something off a nearby table. He returns with a packet of papers which he hands to Nikki.
Here are your transfer papers. They're already filled out and all the docs you need are in there. All you have to do is hand this to the headmaster first thing tomorrow morning.
Okay. Thanks, Uncle.
Here,
He hands each of us a SIM card.
put these SIM cards into your phones. I've already added credit to them to start you off.
Kaido looks over to me.
And you took care of your transfer stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I wasn't ready for that nod effect. Pop the new SIM card into my phone. After a moment of waiting, the phone boots up to an empty contacts list. I quickly exchange numbers with Nikki and Uncle Kaido. I can add the rest of my contacts later.
Don't hesitate to call me if you need anything.
We won't. We won't. Hey, Nikki, we should probably unpack a bit before the jet lag takes over.
Good idea.
All right. Don't stay up too late, though. You both have a long day ahead of you tomorrow.
We excuse ourselves from table and head upstairs. I managed to put most of my things away before I'm
You
interrupted.
done unpacking yet?
Nikki seems tense. Well, there's a small smile on her lips. Her brows are furrowed in worry. She's a real worrywart. What about you?
Almost. But hey, what do you think about this whole uniform thing? It's kind of weird, isn't it?
She shifts uncomfortably from one foot to the other. Are you kidding? It'd be great. Just think of all those girls in short skirts. All those perfectly timed up drafts. Ow. Such a small girl, she sure packs a punch.
You're hopeless. Oh, I almost forgot. What kind of uniform do you have to wear anyway? I mean, mine's normal, but you're going to Ace Academy?
Dress code says something about distinguishing pilots from the rest of the students. Markings or something.
Ooh,
I
that
wasn't
sounds
paying
good.
attention. It wasn't a big
You
deal.
transferred directly into their pilot program, right?
Oh yeah.
I heard that program's hard to get into, but I never doubted you. I hope they're ready for you because you're going to kick butt.
Yeah, thanks sis. The clock on my nightstand flashes 11 p.m. Time to go to
What?
bed.
Already?
Yep.
But it's not that late.
Come on, you don't want to be falling asleep in class, do ya? She pouts and I'm worried she'll continue to argue, but she just mumbles something incoherent and turns towards her room. Night.
Night.
I return to my mess of boxes and try to organize them into something resembling a pile. As I reach for the last box, a picture frame falls to the ground with a loud clatter. My heart tightens in my chest as I snatch it up and inspect for any fractures. It's unharmed. I run my fingers over our smiling faces. Nikki, Mum, Dad. We were at the fair and Nikki wanted to ride the roller coaster. I remember Mum and I had just argued over something stupid before the picture was taken. Never be able to tell from the photo. Mum always looked so poised and together. I place the frame beside my computer, trying to ignore the lump in my throat. I lay on the bed and close my eyes, but my thoughts refuse to quiet. Quieten? That doesn't... someone should talk to the scriptwriter maybe. That doesn't make sense to me. Seems like wrong grammar. Seems like bad wrong. Eventually my exhaustion takes over and I fall asleep amongst a tangle of questions and what ifs running through my mind. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Oh. Soft sunlight filters through my window, warming my cheek. The melody of bird song is nearly drowned out by the annoying blare of my alarm. That's not annoying, that's a sweet alarm. I roll away from the windows and see 7 a.m. flash on my clock. That can't be right. I turn off the alarm. I've never been a morning person, but I actually don't feel as tired as I normally would. I'm even feeling kind of energized. Maybe I'm still jet lagged. I'm mysterious. At least it won't be for my first day. Push myself out of bed, I automatically begin my morning ritual. Without thinking, I grab my jeans and have them halfway up my legs before I notice the uniform slung over my chair. Ah, shit. This will take a while to get used to. I slip off my pants and grab my uniform. I'll admit, as far as uniforms go, they aren't that bad. They're a little flashy for my tastes and not at all what I was expecting, but the cut is flattering and the teal stripes look pretty cool. I face the mirror to fix my tie. The knot could be better, but there haven't been that many opportunities in which I've needed to wear a tie. Yeah, I know. It's their own theme song and they're like, But hey, ties are fine. I look good. That's what matters. After a quick check to make sure I've had my things, I head downstairs. I arrive in the kitchen, eager to begin my day. And I see Nikki stifling a yawn as she sets down a plate of eggs and toast. And I feel so accomplished. Make one for me too? She blinks in surprise and it takes a moment for her to respond.
As a matter of fact, I did.
She grins and places another plate down on the table.
Look at you, big bro. Waking up bright and early. You're taking starting over to the next level.
Hey, I try. Where's Uncle Kaido?
He already left for work, so we'll have to lock up when we leave.
Yeah, sure. And then I nod and she sidles over to me wearing a playful look. In her white shirt and plaid skirt, she does a little twirl and looks expectantly at me.
So?
What? She rolls her eyes, but her voice is still sickly sweet.
Don't you notice anything different about me today?
Haircut? Dyed her hair? New style? Not sure. Maybe that? Nikki taps her foot, her smile faltering. Need to say something soon. I like what you did with your hair.
No.
Yeah? That one? No. Shit. Okay. Eyes? Colored contacts? I'm still amber. It's your ridiculous clothes. Nikki's eyes widen. She kind of looks like she got the wind knocked out of her. I'm right, yeah?
Ridiculous? Oh my god. Do I look just awful?
No, it's not. Of course not. I mean, it's a weird choice, but if you're going for the naughty skill goal look, you got that down.
A weird choice? This is my uniform, you jerk. I didn't choose to wear this.
Yeah, you're right. Uniforms. Of course. Oh, did I say ridiculous? I meant great. You look great. It's wonderful.
Forget it. Finish your...
We finish our meal in silence, with Nikki occasionally shooting hurried glances my way. I wolf down my food and gather my stuff, then meet Nikki by the door.
How are you going to get to the academy?
It's a good question.
Oh, you don't need a permit then? I remember you were worrying about that.
Permit? Shit. Okay, so I need a parking permit for my bike, but they should have visitor parking, which I can use if I can find a spot. So what should I do? Should I take the motorcycle anyway and hope for the best? Or should I take the bus today and take my bike once I've gotten my permit? Alright, so this is a good spot. It's time. Oh, is it time? Now I've been spoiled on this bit, okay? Because I'm replaying this part of the game. This is the first part of the game. We're maybe a third of the way in. Maybe a third of the way in. And if we take the motorbike, we're going to run over somebody. That's a spoiler for everyone who's listening. But if we take the school bus, we meet one of the girls on the school bus. But the thing is, we also have the chance to run over one of the girls we could meet. And let's be honest, fuck that. We're going for the fucking motorcycle every single time. Oh shit, I'll take my bike. It's got to be something I can do for parking, right? I mean, no one's the worst, right? Yeah, I'll take my bike.
Oh,
She'll be right.
Of course. I forgot how much you cried.
And I've totally spoiled this for everyone and all my 4 viewers. Shit. Okay. Awesome. Very funny. I'll take you up on that ride.
Even if you did, I'd still have to pass. I need to figure out how to navigate around Isokaze sometime, right?
Yeah, or never really being seen on a bike like mine would automatically make you the most popular girl in school. Sure you want to pass up such a great opportunity?
Please. Have you met me? With my winsome smile and ample charm, I won't need your bike to be popular.
Whatever you say. Nikki heads towards a bus stop and waves goodbye.
Good luck on your first day.
You too. After partying with Nikki, I make my way to the garage. I can't believe I even considered the bus a possibility when my baby is waiting for me here. My heart pounds in anticipation as the garage door crawls open and bathes my pride and joy in a halo of soft light. The way the sun sparkles off the polished metal nearly brings tears to my eyes. I tenderly caress the bike's smooth curves. We've been apart for so long, but now we're finally reunited. Never leave you again, I promise. Vaulting from the back of the bike, I drop into its seat with a soft thud. Just as comfy as ever. My hand settles on the handles. As I go through the nuances of preparation, I get the feeling I'm forgetting something important. Something that will protect my brain from becoming pavement pizza. Oh, fuck this shit. We're going all the way. We're taking it to the limit. Yeah, right, like I'll be caught wearing one of those lame things. I turn the key in the ignition. The roar of the motor sends a shiver down my spine. Perfect. So I'm probably breaking a whole bunch of Japanese traffic laws already, and I'm not even out of the garage. But screw it, I'm American. I can get away with this. I've got like a visa, an American passport, so I just show them that and they'll be like, oh shit, America. Okay. This is a life. Nothing beats the thrill of the open road. And the number of bugs I choke on ruins the effect just a tad, but this is the life I chose. No regrets. Refuse are my favourite, I make good progress. The stoplight ahead of me is green. Perfect. Hopefully it stays that way long enough for me to pass. Stay green. Stay green. Stay green. Stay green. Stay green. Shit, it's yellow. Okay, it's okay. I'm not that far. Close call. I make it. Pretty sure I can still make it. Tighten my grip on the handles. And gig on it. Fuck yeah. Slam the gas. What is it? And almost home free. Had more.
Yeah.
Whoa. I see a flash of red hair out of the corner of my eye. Swerving to the side, I narrowly avoid a student. Shit, that was a close one. And if I kept my helmet on, I could have hidden my identity. She topples backwards on the ground as her belongings scuttle across a good proportion of the crossing. She blinks up at me in a daze. But that is quickly replaced by the scariest looking face I've ever seen. Oh. This crazy pedestrian jumped out of nowhere in front of my bike. Does she have a death wish? Didn't anyone tell you to look both ways before crossing the street? She stares up at me in shock. No, wait, that's anger. Yep.
Are you kidding me?
That's definitely
the light
anger.
was red, you idiot!
I roll my eyes. Some people think the world revolves around them and they can do no wrong. You colorblind? The light was green. She stares incredulously at me. I'm not about to apologize for something that was clearly not my fault.
Are you?
She pauses as she hoists herself off the ground. After dusting her skirt, she stomps towards me.
Are you really this stupid? The light was red! Red! R-E-D! Do you know what that means? It means you stop! How do you even have your license?
Actually, I don't have a license. Would you believe that? I don't have a license or a parking permit, and as you can see, I'm not wearing a helmet, so do you think I give a shit? I'm about to crush it with a witty retort like that, but then a car horn interrupts me. Shit, I'm still on the road. There's a lot of cars behind me. And the lights are green again, so yeah. I'd love to stay and talk, but... Alright, I'm going. I'm off. I give her a look of sympathy and then I drive off. It was all her fault, and I can't help but feel a little sorry for her regardless. With all those cars on the road, she's going to have a hell of a lot of time picking up all the things. What are the odds of us meeting again anyway? And it's not like she took down the number off my bike or anything after, you know, an abuse like that, right? Every single spot in this whole parking lot is taken up by some kind of vehicle. Everyone else drove today. One for every student. About ready to give up when I see it. Single free spot. Giddy emotion threatens to burst out of me. I can practically see a holy ray of light shining down on it, accompanied by an angelic choir. I wheel my bike closer, then freeze. At the front of the space, staked in the ground, is a sign that states, "Reserved parking for pass holders only." Of course, it's my luck. With a groan, I start pulling my bike back. Guess I'd better... Wait, hold on. Parking lot's completely devoid of life, which means... yeah, I don't know. I mean, even if I park in that spot, I'm gonna have to have my permit somewhere on my bike, right? So I'm just gonna get it towed or whatever if I fucking park there. So even if I got it, I won't have my bike, right? So I gotta do this properly. It's not my spot. There was some off-site parking. I followed the signs. I drive my bike past the rows of reserved spaces. Ooh. Takes ages, and I find an empty spot. I pop in, hop off the bike, and glance back the way I came. Oh, my heart sinks at how small the grand buildings on campus look. This is not going to be a fun walk back. No other option. I begin my long trek back towards campus and make it just in time to find my class.